Hi, I'm Philip Duncan. It's great to have you with us. Well, we're tracking this deep and large area of low pressure, which is centred just near Fiordland and is moving in across the country over the next 24 hours. But it brings a real variety of weather depending on where you live. So if you're in the North Island, warm with nor'westers coming through. In fact, the eastern areas are warmer than average. Parts of the South Island are warmer than average. Same story on Friday as well, before the colder change comes in around Friday afternoon and Friday night. So these windier westerlies, sometimes a bit squally with the heavier showers, is rattling some of the pine trees. So if you suffer from allergies, you might have noticed a little more pollen in the air. You might have blocked nose, itchy throat, red eyes, all that sort of stuff. Welcome to early spring. So these sort of westerly setups really do lift the allergies across the country. So let's try and make sense of what is going on. Here is lunchtime Friday. So those windier nor'westers are calming down most of the country. The winds are much lighter as we go through the day. But then later on, in comes the windier, colder change, which for some places may not arrive until overnight. But it does start arriving in the south of the South Island during Friday afternoon. You'll notice that temperature drop. The area of low pressure sort of around the western side of New Zealand on Friday, but it transfers out to the eastern side on Saturday. But with all that wind out on the Tasman Sea, it's making for dangerous beach and marine conditions. Wave heights, you're seeing in the orange and reds along the western side here, 4-5 metres, 6 metres every now and then, and further out to sea, 8, 9, 10 metres. So big stuff, a bit dangerous. And we jump to Saturday, and while it does ease a little bit way out to sea, some of the biggest swells might start coming into places like 90 Mile Beach and other western parts, especially of the North Island, does start to ease a bit down in the south. If you want some calmer weather, Bay of Plenty, Coromandel, the eastern side of Auckland, although remember, the wind might still be a bit strong. So this is lunchtime Saturday as well, and you can see what I mean. The windier, colder south to southwesterlies right across the country. That low transferring over to the eastern side, deepening again near the Chatham Islands. So it'll encourage the stronger southerly, which might linger a little bit longer for the eastern North Island with more showers for you. Otherwise, most places are looking fairly dry on Saturday. By Sunday, big high to the north of New Zealand, and the next one is out over near Perth. That encourages more windy westerlies blowing through. And so rain returns to the west coast, might be a bit squally at times with hail showers, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms again, and we'll see some snow on the mountains once more. The winds in the North Island turning a little bit more westerly for you. And then we get to next week, and we've got more of the sou'westers on Monday with showers coming through, and our final map for Tuesday, no real change. Again, another surge. So a lot of west to southwest winds next week. Again, I feel like this is an early spring pattern. That is all from me. We'll update you again on Friday.